Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Vallen, and this is SevTech Ages. As you can see, I have a new pet. Just not very happy about being my new pet. Bad Naga. Bad Naga. I just figured I would start off with a little bit of interest. It's been a bit. Whoa, things are going on. Yes, there are things that I've done in this. And if you look here, I currently have, in case, this here. Stirrups, made by Sickly. It's very, very easy to make. Yeah, and it allows you to ride entities. You don't get to control them, though, sadly, or else I would totally be ravaging the countryside with this Naga at my command. But instead, it's just going to be me having to... ow! Stop trying to kill me. So I'm just going to try and finish this off. I thought I'd do a little bit into the Twilight Forest. Then we do a bit of progression after that as well. And not just the other progression. I wonder, can I hit her with the sword? No. But if I have my shield on... Wow, look at all these blocks I'm picking up. If I have my shield on, anytime she hurts me, she probably hurts herself. So let's just finish her off real quick. And by progression, I don't mean this progression. Oh, there we go. Ooh, my arrow's leveled up. Nice. Let's pick up some of this stuff and get rid of all this other junk. But I figured we would get rid of some of this. There we go. Get rid of that. Bleh. Don't even want those. Or that. Or that. And I just threw out all the stuff, and I need some of those things. But anyway, I thought we would try and do a little bit of progression, get into a little bit of a chill zone, finish that up, and then do a bit of progress with the good old advancements. All right, this is what we're looking for here. Down in the bottom right corner there, we've got this kind of whitish-bluish area with some little white lumps around the outside, and then there's this little, like, frozen little... I don't know. It looks like the Lich King, but instead it's actually the Ice Queen, or the Snow Queen, or whatever. She's our next objective. But first, we must slaughter and destroy all of the Yeti menace on the land, in the entire area. I also have this Impulsion one, which is really cool. Hello, Winter Wolf. No, go away. Go away. Bad puppy. The Impulsion Wand, if you're not familiar with it, I have been making a tiny bit of progress on the streams, the building streams that I did, if you have not been watching those. But it basically allows me to kind of grapple my way up and onto places a little bit quicker, as well as vertically and horizontally, if I so desire. And in fact, I can actually see the edges of an iceberg over there. Let's see if I can figure out... It's going to be... Oh, that's the entrance over there. That's what I'm looking for. So... We're going to try and, catch the side of a tree so I can stop bouncing. Okay, there we go. And then we can go on inside. Now, it's best if I have my inventory kind of empty of junk right now. I've got some Arctic fur from that wolf, which is pretty useful for making, like, the Arctic stuff, which, don't get me wrong, it's good. But there's much better loot to be had. I am going to keep that for now just in case I need it for something else. But there's going to be some things that I'm going to be using. One is going to be this new stirrups, just because it's fun. And yeah, the Yetis in here, these little guys here, they're going to start trying to throw me in the air. And it's best if I, just don't let them. But, I mean, I do have the slime boots. It just makes things a bit awkward. And... You see there's a mob spawner right in the middle. That is the Alpha Yeti. There are 4 of them surrounding the central Ice Queen. You don't have to kill them all, but if you do, you could probably get the Alpha Yeti like outfit, which is much more powerful than what I'm currently wearing. So I might switch that up. I don't know. I don't really know. Right now I'm just trying to find... There it is. The light. I need the lights. Now this is packed ice, so it should not melt, hopefully. There we go. Put a little bit of light on the situation here. No, it's going to melt stuff. That's going to make a mess of things. I guess it was... Oh, there was some regular ice behind it. Whoopsie. Well, let's put a few lights down here so you guys can see what the heck is going on. Oh, sorry, bat. Darn bat getting in the way. Always getting in the way. And these guys, they should be relatively peaceful for the most part. Until you get a little too close. But you can always just kind of jump on one of them And then as they all gather around to try and get you, you just kind of, oh, wow, that was really effective. You just take them out, including the guy that you're standing on. But they're pretty much just going to pick you up and try and launch you. So my new Twilight spiky sword is pretty darn effective and is going to make short work of these guys, as are most of my weapons and tools in this situation. And in fact, we're going to use those stirrups to try and make our battles that much easier and simpler on us. Now these guys are pretty good for, oh, let's see, there you go. He just tried throwing me. They're pretty good for getting some of the Arctic fur, I believe. Yeah, there we go. I just got a little bit more. And usually they'll just keep spawning in this area. It's no big deal. You can clear them out of the immediate area, and then you've got this guy, the Alpha Yeti, that spawns in. Oh boy, which is going to be interesting. If I can click on him, would you quit throwing me, please? That would really be good. This is the problem, is that all these little Yetis are going to end up... let's see if I can actually catch one of them. There we go. And then I can... Oops, maybe... If I can get close enough. If I could hit that bat, that would be interesting. But ideally, I just want to get close to this Alpha Yeti here and right-click him. There we go. Now, I have my pick of the place. I can take out these little guys. I can take him out with arrows, I thought. Oh, there we go. I can just swipe him. And he's not very happy. He's going to try and smash me into the ceiling. But I don't mind. I can just take him out now because I have him right where I want him. Done. And of course he broke all those things. I got 6 ice bombs out of it, which are really, really cool. If you have not used those before, oh, and of course the Alpha Yeti fur used to make the Yeti outfit, which is very, very strong. But the ice bombs, they kind of, in an area, will slow and damage things as if on fire. So let's see if I can actually do this here. Throw it at this guy. Hui! See, oh, in this case it froze him. Often it will just slow them and do some damage, but in this case, it just turned him straight up into an ice cube. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting that outcome. I mean, I've seen them get damaged before, but wow, I guess that was a direct hit. But anyway, let's continue on. I'm thinking I'm going to try and get a whole bunch more of this Yeti fur surrounding the area, finish off the rest of the Yeti caves, and then head for the Ice Queen. So, on to the next area. Oh, and if you guys haven't tried it yet, this stuff here, Experiment 115, it gives you all the food groups, all of them that are currently available, which is 4 of them. So it doesn't give a lot of saturation or anything, but it gives you enough. You know, if you just collect these, it's free food that you can get from drops in like the maze and stuff like that. It's so worthwhile just to have like a stack or 2 of that stuff, because then you're going to be good to go for quite some time with all food groups, especially if you've died once or twice and you just want to get all of them back up to where they were. All right, so let's just finish these guys off real quick with my new steel leaf bow and arrows, just to thin them out a bit. There we go. Put a light or 2 down here. And now we go in for round 2 of the Yeti slaughter. There we go. And this is the problem, is that I might end up being smashed into an area, there we go, where there are blocks nearby. So I need to break them, or else he's going to get me with suffocation damage, as he just did right there. Let's eat some food, and then I can finish him off, because he's just going to try smash. Ow, ow, stop smashing me into the rocks. Ow. He kind of goes like full crazy town in this case. There we go. Ugh. Ugh. That was a bit more dangerous than I expected. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, stop it. They're running over to try and throw me at this rate. Oh. Well, I did get some more of the ice bombs, which, as before I said, those are going to be pretty useful. He just demolished his way through this entire wall. Well, he does not like being sat upon, does he? Wow. Okay, so on to another Yeti. So far that's 12. If I can get the other 2 to give me the same amount, that would be an entire Yeti armor set. Oh, hello. This is something of interest. Aha! A druid. Skeleton druid. I was not expecting to find one of these guys quite so soon. Yeah, this is not going to go well. He throws things at you. There we go. That will poison you. How long did that? Okay, for a very brief amount of time. There's a spawner in there, of course, so you could feasibly just kind of light it up. Maybe that'll help prevent things from spawning, I guess. But you've got to light up the entire area nearby. Oh my gosh! Stop it! You just set your own house on fire. Quit it! Quit it! You're gonna set the whole frickin' forest on fire. How is this burning? It's a slab. What is going on? The fire mechanics, sometimes they just get so darn glitchy. Here we are into Yeti area number 3. There does not actually appear to be any Yetis around, probably because I reached like some kind of entity limit or something, and they're all in the first few caves. But I am going to try and just take this guy out as quick as possible. I don't see why not. We're gonna jump on. Hui! There we go, and then just try and take him out as quick as possible. Stop that. You're breaking stuff. You're making a mess. Is he gonna go through the wall again? I think he is. He's trying to suffocate me. But it's not going to work. So, did I get the goods from that one? Oh! Transformation powder. Oh, excellent. This stuff is really unique. It only works one-time use each, but and these apparently come in stacks of 16. But the idea here is that, let me get all this junk out of my inventory. Transformation powder can turn the equivalent of the Twilight Forest creatures, like if you see the warthogs around here, they're actually pigs in the overworld. They sound the same and stuff like that. If you use transformation powder on a warthog, it will turn into a pig. If you use it on a pig, it will turn it into a warthog, and so on with all sorts of other creatures. So it's pretty unique, very interesting, especially if you just want one of those items back in the overworld. You can then just use the transformation powder instead of trying to lure the thing all the way back. That can be quite a pain. Alright, so here we are at the last and final of the Yeti areas. Now, of course, you can continue off the edges of the map, make a new map, and then you can, continue finding more of them, etc. Especially if you don't have the number of alpha Yeti furs that you want. But instead of using the stirrups in this case, I'm going to use my standard method that you would normally experience this battle with. Oh, there we go. Some regular Yetis have spawned in. And they're going to make things a little bit more interesting, as that is the case as well. So, typically, you'd have some kind of bow to start doing damage to these guys, and thinning them out, whatever, as the case may be, so that you don't need to worry about them getting in the way. What you got? Oh boy, there he is. He's taking a bit of damage, and he'll throw tantrums. And in this case, you see he's making a little blizzard around himself. I can shoot, but nothing's going to happen. Oh, and I just broke that. That's great. That's the wrong bag as well. Uh-oh. This is not good. I was not expecting this to happen. Okay. Let's try running a little bit, because I could attack him, but he's trying to grab me right now. Ouch. Or throw his own ice bombs. That's no good. Hey, ow, ow, ow. You can see that there's area effects that he has. He's got his vomitous breath of ice cubes. If I run back the other way, maybe I can get to the other side. But you definitely don't want to get too close to him, because he can throw you just like the other Yetis can. So let's take this, plus one of these, fix that. I meant to put that on my hotbar so it would automatically repair, since steel-leafed items repair automatically. And then give him some shots here, and that should make him pretty unhappy. Oh, come on. Alright, fine. Then I'm going to move in and give you a few slaps on the backside here. There we go. And then he does his invulnerability sphere again. So once again, if you see here, the steel leaf I have is currently... Oh, he's pretty unhappy. He's just going to sit there and cry now. If you use... Oh, he's just gone completely invulnerable to ranged attacks. The steel leaf stuff, then you can automatically repair things if the steel leaf is on your hotbar. As I have an entire stack of it on my hotbar, then it repairs things really fast. There we go. Let's just snap him out of that. Done and done. So that's typically what you'd want to do. Just try and take him out from a range if possible, and then give him a smack or two with a sword if you can. let's see how many. I got 24, so that's enough for a full set, though I'm not going to want the boots on that one. I might switch it up and then regem it. Who knows? Because if you look at the Alpha Yeti fur, or the Yeti armor here, it comes pre-enchanted as you make it, with protection 2 on all of the pieces of armor, including the shoes, which then have feather falling 4. And if you have an anvil, which you should by this point, because I've been collecting them throughout all these mazes, you can combine these together and then get protection 3, and then do it again, get protection 4. So if you really want to, you could farm up the Alpha Yeti furs for this, but then, you know, that's quite a lot. I could consider doing that like twice maybe, or even using what I have here to give myself a couple of like chest plates or something. But I mean, look, 8 and 2, and this is 7 and 3. So it will help protect against spike hits better, but against regular damage less. But then again, you've got the rest of your armor and stuff is going to be better. Like the helmet here, 3 and 2. This one is 4 and 3. So if you have something directed at your head and so on, etc., you're going to have kind of a better spread of toughness on this one. So it's in general a better armor than the Vallenite, I have to say. But if I'm able to enchant the Vallenite, then yeah, the Vallenite's going to be better because I can repair that. Of course, if I had a mending enchant, that would make a big difference. All right, so now in the bottom right corner there, we just head straight off towards the iceberg, and then we climb that. And for those that are curious why, if Steel Leaf on my hotbar will repair Steel Leaf items, why it didn't repair my Steel Leaf arrows, it's because if they're broken, then they don't just get auto-repaired. They have to be repairable in a, I don't know, just the broken status for some reason will not allow it to be repaired in that manner. So you don't want it to get that low. And I only have, 21 ammo with the Steel Leaf on there. Oh, there we go. It's massive. Pretty good. And of course we got the music kicking in from Twilight Forest this time, so I'm not adding any of my own this time. But you just kind of climb up, or you could, you know, nerd pull your way as you would, and you'll find the Great Ice Castle, which is fantastic. And these guys are all peaceful. You don't need to kill them. They're just penguins. Just penguins. Hello, little guy. You might actually find some of them dying on occasion because they might spawn in the ice blocks. And if you notice here, the colors actually change on this building. It's pretty darn cool, and it's a really neat building block. I might end up harvesting a whole bunch of this in time, but it can be very laggy, so you got to be very cautious about that and about how much of this you really want to, I don't know, make your base into. But let's just dig in here and see what we can find. Now, usually you don't have any kind of climbing mechanic. In my case, I do. So I'm going to take full advantage of that. I'm going to just climb all the way up, and then I'm going to dig back down into the top of each one of these, because usually there's some kind of chest or something like that at the top. Let's actually take that off my hopper. No, actually I don't need the map at the moment, and I'll put my loot bag down here. So, feasibly, I should be able to, and these are rather soft blocks, the Aurora blocks, should be able to just mine my way down into this. There we go. Oh, and look at that. How convenient is that? Right on top. Oh, and I got an ice bow. How perfect for a Frostweaver. So I now have this, and I've got nightly plates as well, which, you know, I could enchant if I had enchanted books, but I would rather turn those into the ingots or something. But I mean, look, I've got Aurora blocks and pillars now. Pretty cool stuff. I mean, the pillars are kind of neat as well. But the ice bow has power 4 on it, which is pretty nice. But I don't have any ammunition for it, so it's going in the loot bag for now. And then I'm just going to jump back up and climb out and go up to another one, dig back in, see what else I can get. So I came in through this little opening up there, and not all of these will have exact, chests right at the top, but they might have them relatively nearby. So let's just jump up here, see what we can get. Oh, Charm of Keeping, I will take that, and an ice sword. Wonderful. Plus I might as well take some ironwood ingots, because if you ever want to, you could go absolutely crazy. These come with protection 1 on all of them. You could combine them over and over and over again because you're going to get tons of ironwood in your journeys. Get yourself some protection 4, like armor or iron armor equivalent, and that could be pretty darn cool. So I think this might actually be what we're looking for. So I've got to be careful where I place a light at this point, because any of these lighter blue blocks are just ice, and these blood lamps actually give off heat, and therefore they will cause melting and a very big sloppy mess. So let's see if I can get up here, climb across, and mine my way up. Now I'm headed towards the Ice Queen, and I'm going to try and take her out with, of course, my usual combo, but I'm not going to be able to do as much. What is Experiment 115? Can I harvest this? I didn't. Never seen it like sitting out before. That was interesting. So I'm going to try and do the usual, where I will attack her with my current combo of Cactus and Twilight Forest Steel Leaf. But I am going to also try... Oh man, there's ice everywhere. I am going to try and light things up. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to try and use the stirrups, if possible, because she is rather difficult to try and get a hold of. She will fly up, and I don't want her to fly up. She has like a little floating cloud that she jumps on. She's probably going to spawn any moment now as well. I'm worried about that, at least to some extent. Let's put a light over there, the light here. Because all this packed ice won't melt, but the rest of it will. I don't think that's going to reach over there. But if you just follow this type of pattern that you're seeing in this room here, where you've got kind of like this little spiral and stuff, you should find your way to her. And then, of course, you're going to have plenty of ice sitting around here. I can't pick any of it up because I need to have some kind of enchantment. It's lit up here. It's lit up here. I'm a bit worried. So I think this might be it, folks. Let's head up. There we go, Snow Queen. Now she's gonna try and stomp me with her little like snow cloud thing that she's got. You can try and shoot her. It's gonna be very challenging to try and hit her because, as you can see, she's got a very good shield going on. I might be able to like clip her in the top of the head or something if she dips low enough. Alternately, I could just climb up the top. And I missed. Alright, so let's try using the good old-fashioned stirrups here if possible. Come on, get it. Whoa, that was close. And she's knocking the ceiling out. There we go. Now I've got a clear shot at her. Problem is she might slam me into the ceiling. So I'm just going to shoot her like this. Ow. Ow. Eat a little bit of food and hope that I don't die first. Alright, this is so cheaty. See if I can actually hit her. I can, but she's effectively taking me out at the same time. Come on. I'm getting bings from all my stuff. All right, so let's jump down. She did not like that. She's almost empty. And oh, did I click the experiment on the ground? I did. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. I did not know I could place it. That's silly. Okay, so where'd she go? Oh, there she is. See if I can catch her. You know what? I'm going to try climbing up the wall. Seeing if I can... Oh, that did not work. Well, she hit me and my spines got to her. So, there we go. A little bit of a dead princess there. Poor ice princess. So let's see, what do we got? We've got a lot of snowballs. I already have that back at home. I don't need those. And of course, we've got the epic shaded grab bags. More aurora blocks. I have packed ice now, which is great. She broke it, so I was able to get it that way. I did get a Charm of Keeping, which is also nice. And, of course, the Snow Queen trophy. Woohoo! Nothing like being the Snow Queen. So, I think that's pretty much it for today's escapades in the Twilight Forest. Next, I'm going to be heading back and seeing about doing a bit of progress. Oh, not to mention, I also got a Seeker bow, which is really good. It's like a heat-seeking bow. Not too bad. It's not like perfect, but it's pretty neat. Though I do prefer the tri-bow, because then I can just make things go where I want. But If you guys enjoyed this video today, be sure to give a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, be sure to spread the mischief to others. And until next time, I'll see ya.